To put your customer at the heart of your digital strategy, absolutely, and this is obvious, you need to have a rich understanding about who that customer is. Now, the way to start with that is to really look at what you've got already. Particularly, this applies for both B2B and B2C businesses, but particularly B2C businesses. Make sure you're looking at all the information that you have already to develop essentially a starting point. Look at your site analytics if you've got that. You look at social analytics or the interactions that your customers are having with you, your brand, your competitors' brands, and your whole category through social media, and use social analytics tools to do that. That'll give you a very good understanding about what people are talking about. And then you might have your own personal segmentation or market-based research, which you can use to round that out. That's a really good starting point, but it shouldn't be where you stop. You really need to then go out and start to talk to your customers, and particularly if you can observe them in their patterns and the way that they interact with your brand or your product. Understanding what it is that they are trying to do, or to use kind of a term at the moment, the jobs to be done for your customer, allows you to start thinking about new and innovative ways of servicing them. Then you can use that information to develop personas. So these are essentially just an idea of here is a typical customer, here's what they do, their age, their typical life, the things that it's basically a story around a few different segments, but you try and put a name to the face, as opposed to it being kind of a faceless segment. The reason you do that is it allows you to then almost role play it and start thinking through that customer journey and understanding what they are trying to do. Why do they interact with your brand? Why do they go to your website? Why do they do all the things that they do on the course in their day-to-day lives? And this will allow you to then essentially design the service. And that's really what digital, I suppose, innovation is in many ways. It is actually a service. You may have a product that you're putting out to the market, and it could be anything. But the digital element of it is the service that goes along with that product. It's the software, it's the use of data, and it's that service that goes along with it. That's why many, I suppose, new digital products, as they're out in the market, are actually software as a service, because they are just services. So thinking about the pre-service, so how people go about finding your brand and making the selection is important. Thinking about the actual service stage itself, when they actually go to the website or go to your app or whatever else it may be, they then, what are they actually experiencing? And then the post-service, how do you then communicate with them on an ongoing basis? Tying these things together and making it a seamless experience is absolutely critical for the ongoing relationship with your customer, and making sure that you're continually getting the right data to understand who your customer is and continue to improve.